wanted to kind of follow up on that last video, right? Look, life is going to respond to who you're choosing to be. Whether the choice is conscious or not, it doesn't matter. The universe, God, it's all irrespective of that. It's just going to respond to who you're choosing to be. And in order to really get into a position of creator rather than victim, or even if it's victim of circumstance, if you really want to step into the role and direct your life and co-create your life and be in a powerful position, the part of the price of that is that you're going to have to start questioning yourself. Why do you do what you do? Observe your behavior. Take inventory on your behavior. Don't judge it as good or bad. Just take inventory. Hey, today in this conversation, I felt this way and then I responded this way. Over here, I reacted. Over here, I got defensive. Why? It's not a matter of good, bad, or even associating your identity with your behaviors. So if I do this, I'm a bad person. No, that's too harsh. Just be open-minded. Approach yourself with an open heart and an open mind, no judgment, and really get curious like a kid or a scientist. Get curious. Ask yourself why you behave the way you do. Observe your patterns. Get good at observing patterns in general, but especially your own. And all of this requires a level of radical honesty with yourself, to be able to look at yourself in an honest way, without any bias, without lying to yourself, without dumbing things down so that you don't feel so whatever. Get past all that. Get past all that and look at it differently. Because unless you get very honest with yourself and really take stock in how you behave and why you make the choices that you make and why you react the way you do, you can't create enough self-awareness to be able to have something to work with. You got to create the foundation first, and that's first to make conscious what is unconscious. Kind of like how Carl Jung said, you don't reach enlightenment by imagining figures of light. You don't do it by lying to yourself and saying you're a good person or this or that, or judging yourself or suppressing, distracting, numbing, whatever. You don't reach that way. You reach it by being honest with yourself, by making your darkness conscious. Make what's unconscious in you conscious. Bring awareness to your behavior and to your habits, and radical honesty and radical acceptance. Create the foundation of awareness so you have something to work with. Once you're aware of your patterns and you really take an inventory on yourself, an honest inventory, not one with the current excuses you have. Write the current excuses that you have. That's a good one. But don't not write it down because you think that's a good excuse, because it's still an excuse. Write everything down. Get good at recognizing your own patterns, for better, for worse. And then be honest with yourself. Start asking yourself questions. What happened to me that this ended up being my responses? What happened that this is what I started running to feel safe? When did I lose that safety? What happened? Get curious. Ask yourself these questions. Truly get to know yourself. Dive deep. Dive into deep waters. And from there, the parts that still align with the direction you're trying to go, emphasize on those. The parts of you that you used to adapt to prior situations that are now maladaptive or working, they're counterproductive. They're working against what you're trying to now build from here on out, from current to future. Those parts, again, with curiosity and gentleness and compassion and love, with a childlike wonder and curiosity, start to create safety in your body and reprogramming your mind and your brain. Create new neural pathways for new behaviors that do align with the direction you're trying to go in. This is the under the hood work. The under the hood work is, that's just part of it. There's other parts like the somatic and all that. There's real healing that needs to take place. The under the hood work. If you really are trying to improve and grow and go from a car with, I don't know anything about cars like that, but hopefully you understand the analogy. Going from a 50 horsepower car or whatever to 150 horsepower, so you can go further. And what you end up producing, because we are the signal sending out what kind of reality that we want to align with and bring in more of, right? You improve the signal. Now you're emitting a totally different frequency that's going to bring in more of what's truly meant for you. The people, the environments, the relationships, the business, the family, the lifestyle, everything. Your purpose. Whatever impact you have, because we all have a certain impact, whatever impact you're meant to have. But most of all, the relationship with yourself, the way you carry yourself, the way you love and respect yourself, the way that when you walk into a room, how that impacts other people and how it may awaken something in them. But even in the quiet moments where it's just you, become beautiful. They become beautiful. You're no longer running from anything. There's a real deep sense of peace. Look under the hood. Look under the hood and do the real work. It's so worth it. I know it's not easy. I know firsthand a thing or two or three about inner work. I've been doing it for a long time. Okay? I know it's not easy. But just keep in mind you. And that you really do matter, and that you are worth every bit of inner work. You are worth every bit of changing the tune of your vibration to now fit a new frequency, to bring in a better life. We are not victims of circumstance. You always have the power to change the tune you emit that brings in your reality, the quality of your reality. We are incredibly powerful. We are so powerful. You are powerful. And at any moment, you can decide, this is not the reality I want anymore. This is not the aspect of reality I want anymore. I don't want to suppress, or I don't want to do whatever. Whatever doesn't actually align with the best version of you. The version of you you want to step into, to feel more like you, genuinely you, at peace you, loved you, strong you, healthy you, impactful you. We all have barriers to that aspect of ourselves from situations we had to adapt to in the past. Well, those situations are not here anymore. And even if you are going through something, again, you're so powerful. You have the choice. At any moment, you can start here. Lift up that hood and start asking. Start taking inventory. Like a company takes inventory of all its products. How do you think it knows exactly what it needs and what it doesn't? How do you know what you need and what you don't need if you don't take inventory on yourself? Radical honesty. But it starts with you, because you have the power to change what you emit. The reality you call in is all about who you choose to be. Love you guys.